Hey guys, welcome back to KN Van Life. It's been a while, but we've spent June and July travelling in the van, going to various festivals. So it's time to get back to doing the van conversion.
So today we're going to be looking at fitting the swivels on our front seats. This is going to allow us to spin the seats around so that we can sit in them and watch a little bit of telly if we want to, or eat some food and what have you. So the swivels we've gone for are Audio swivels, and these come from a guy that's based in Lithuania. I always get it wrong. I want to say Luxembourg. So we did a little bit of research, and there are various different swivels available for these vans. There's the CJL swivels, there's the FASP swivels, and there's these swivels, to name but a few. The reason we went for these is they've got pull and crash test certificates, and they only raise the seat height. They only raise the seat height by 20mm, which means you're not going to be bumping your head on the roof of the van. So come on guys, let's get on with it and see how this works out. Yeah, it's a little tight with the plastic trim, but you kind of have to work around it a little bit.
So you wouldn't cut a bit of it off then?
Yeah, probably could. You could cut a bit of that off, but once it's in, you don't need it cut off. It's just access for getting the socket on there, really. And that's it, guys. It's really quite simple. I'm actually quite surprised how easy it was to switch them around. So fingers crossed, you just lift the lever on my side, and there you go. Swivel seats. Easy job. So that's the first one done. I'm going to whip the second one out, get that one fitted. I'll see you in a minute. So on the driver's seat, you've got this connector which connects to, I believe it's the SRS system for the seat belt. Depending on which model of van you've got, you may have one of these on the passenger side, which I neglected to tell you about, or you may not. I've got one on the driver's side. I didn't have one on the passenger side, so I'm just taking the clips off that hold the wire onto the side panels, because that's going to need to go through the center of the swivel and reconnect back to this. It's a fairly simple connection. Pops off like that, and that allows us to take the seat off without having to worry about the cable connector. Perfect. Now all I've got to do is connect that cable back onto the junction box underneath, and we should be good to go. So let's see if these ones swivel now. Of course it swivels, but now we had the handbrake in the way. So what I managed to do is I picked up the handbrake fold down kit from Audio's website. So let's go ahead and get that fitted now.
Yeah, man. What do you think of the seats then, Guinness?
What do you think of the seats then, Guinness? Yeah.
Sausages.
Not impressed. Okay, so I've just had a look online at the instructions. And the instructions are actually for a left-hand drive vehicle, which obviously is on the other side, so you have to kind of look at it and work it down the other way. There are a couple of images of the right-hand drive version, which is what we have here in the UK. But yeah, so the instructions are not straightforward, but let's get on with it. First thing, we've got to take off the handbrake cover, which is a little tab that sits underneath. And once you get it, there you go, that comes off. Don't need that. And then we now need to get these bolts off. 13. Yep, 13mm socket. So the good thing about this is you can actually take the handbrake off with the handbrake still engaged. Now I've got enough slack on this cable not to have to adjust this at the top, because the instructions say you might need to adjust this to be able to lift it up. But from what I can see, I have enough slack on this cable already to simply replace it with where it needs to go. Now these two pieces are for the lower trim cover. Now I don't have the lower trim cover because we have the bulkhead version of the VW Crafter, and I did not bother getting the lower trim. I will get the lower trim, so I am going to add these in where they need to go to attach the lower trim piece, so that when I do get the lower trim in future, that will just pop on and connect, because that will connect to these two splines. So as far as I can make out from the instructions, that's that. Okay, so I've just figured out what the instructions were on the web page about this adjuster here, because at the moment this rise is too high. So if I fold this down, and if Kim can kind of zoom in, it catches on the side of the seat, the passenger seat and the seat base. So I think what they're trying to get you to do is to use this adjuster so that you can lower the height of the handbrake lever when the handbrake is fully applied. So to this end, I've just put some blocks under my back wheels because my drive's not quite flat. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to let the handbrake off, and I'm going to adjust this in the hope that it doesn't come up quite so high when it's fully applied. So the handbrake is coming up almost level to the top of the driver's seat. Okay, now we can see it's considerably lower. It's probably come down by about, I don't know, inch, couple of centimeters maybe. So now if I fold this down flat, yeah, so this now misses entirely the seat. So that's what that adjustment knob is for on the top there. So what I should be able to do now, put my handbrake cover back on, like that. And then there's the handbrake all folded down. So yeah, again, like the swivels, pretty easy to set up, pretty easy to fit. And what that allows us to do now is it allows us to swivel the driver's seat all the way around with the handbrake still applied. Happy days. So, Audio swivels. Are they the cheapest? No, they're not. Are they heavy? Yeah, they really are. Are they good quality? Absolutely. And only raising the seat height by 20mm is a big bonus for us, because we have this shelf above us. We didn't really want to be banging our head on it when we're getting in and out of the van. Yeah, highly recommend them. Easy to fit. I'll put a link to Audio's website in the description down below. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Hit the bell notification to be notified when we put more videos up. Thanks for watching, guys. See you on the next one.